Today's tutorial I'll be showing you how to make this beautiful dress you are seeing right there on the thumbnail with a ruffled turtleneck and yoke. So I have my basic front bodice pattern now. Of course, you know how to get your chest, your bust point, under bust point if you have been following our tutorial all the time. So now on the shoulder seam line, I'm going to divide my shoulder seam line by 2. That is the first thing I'm going to do, and I will use it to for my over bust contouring. Now next is to take the bust radius, bust point bust radius. So this is my bust point bust radius. The difference, I'll take it around, and this is going to serve as where the bust is going to sit, as you can see right here. So I'm going to mark out these lines for my bust radius. Alright people, so once I'm done with that, the next thing I want to do now is to create my neckline. I'm going to create the desired neckline for this dress. So for this dress, I'll just go up by, it's going to have a yoke. So to accommodate that yoke, I'll just come up from my chest line by 1.5, or you can also take the measurement of what you actually want. So from this 1.5 on the chest line, I'll just come in and make, you can see how I'm freehanding it, okay? Because if I want to use my ruler, I might not be able to get exactly what I need for this dress. So from this point, you can see me, I contoured it, and the neckline remains the same. So this is the yoke, which is going to be made of the cream lace fabric you are seeing there, and the bodice right here is Ankara. So now I'm going to contour my under bust. This is my center front. I'll be placing my tape on the center front on the under bust line. I'll mark my under bust. Then whatever I have left remaining, I'll mark it right here. Okay, so this pattern of under bust contouring, we'll be using it in this tutorial so much. So if you are somewhat confused on how this is made, please, you can go back to the other videos on the channel to watch how the under bust is being contoured appropriately. So from here, I'm going to connect to here, and from here, I'm going to connect. So having that, I have my bustier on this part. So the next thing we want to do now is the cutting of this and closing our bust. Then we are going to make our ruffles accordingly. So my cutting, because we are done with this dress, so this dress is actually a very simple style. It's also gorgeous as well because of the ruffles. So we are making only the front pattern piece, because the back pattern piece is not a problem for us in this class. All you need to do is to just draft your back pattern, and that is all. So I'm working with my natural neckline because it's a turtleneck that we have made right there. So your natural neckline can be 3 by 3 for some and 3.5 for some if you are on a plus size. But your bust divided by 12 will be able to give you the correct natural neckline. So I'm going to cut right now. Okay, so I will just cut up to this point to my yoke. So I'm using a shoulder dart for it. So my yoke, this is my yoke. I just make it as rounded as I want. Can you see? That is the lace yoke. And then on this other part, I'll just go ahead and do this. Cut off this, so I'll be able to close up my bust. So this is my bust dart right now. And I'm going to apply my adhesive right there and then, as you can see. So once I've done that, next I'll just go ahead and close it up. So this is the pattern you need, and that is what you are going to sew. So once you have finished your bustier and sewn this to this, next is to pick up this and sew to this, which is the yoke. So the next thing we want to talk about is how to make this beautiful ruffle. So note that this is on fold. When you are going to cut it, it has to be on fold. So I'll be taking the measurement of what I have from on this to the shoulder. I have 10 inches. So to make my pleated ruffles, I'm going to do 10 by 3 or even 4. So 10 times 3 will give us 30. So if I'm cutting I will use this paper now to serve as the ruffle. Okay. So the ruffle width, I'm going to measure 3 inches for my ruffle width, and the length will be times 3, which is the 30 inches. So I'll just use this to demonstrate what we have right there on the ruffle. So once you have cut your pattern and you have sewn your bustier, okay, so I believe your bustier should be ready this way. Before the yoke, just come in with your 10 by 3, which is 30. Make your kissing pleat the way you want. Okay, if it's a box pleat, the back becomes the box pleat for you. So you just look at the pleats that we have right there. If it's a kissing pleat, you go and make your kissing pleat. Okay, if it's a box pleat, just go ahead and make your box pleat. So this is how to make a kissing pleat. So my starting point there is a kissing pleat. So I'll just keep making my pleats. Okay, my pleats. So of course you understand what I'm trying to do now. So you now go over and sew. You just go over and sew this. Just sew it, and sew it. So once you are done sewing this one, the next you are going to have here is the yoke. You now sew in the yoke. Okay, so you can see that. So we have another one also on the neckline. So the one on the neckline, we are also going to cut a straight Ankara fabric. So the straight Ankara fabric is going to be your round neckline. Okay, your round neckline. So if your round neckline here, you measured 18, simply do 18 times 3 again. Okay, if this is it, the width of this will be a little bit smaller. Let's say the width of it here, for this one you can use 2 inches, but for this one you can use 3 inches. That is the length from here to here should be 3 inches after you have serged it and all that. So I will come in with this and make another kissing pleat. Can you see? I'll make kissing pleat or whatever pleat of my choice. So all these pleats will be sewn on the neckline round. Okay, after you have joined the back and the front, it will be sewn on the neckline all around. Can you see that? So once I have sewn it on the neckline, I have my yoke here, I have my ruffles here. Okay, then I will now come again with the last ruffle. The last ruffle is going to be sewn on the collar. Okay, the collar is a turtle collar or a mandarin collar. So I have a detailed video on how to make a turtleneck collar for dresses like this. So I'll just use this as an example of my collar. You can see where I'm building my collar right now. So on this collar, this is the up part of the collar and this is the down part of it. So I'm going to sew my ruffles of the same size, which is 2 inches. Okay, so it's going to be of the same size, 2 inches multiplied by same. The length will be the same with this, but the only difference is that on the down part of this collar, I'm going to make my pleats. I'm going to sew it up. to cover up the collar. So once you sew it up now, it's actually going to cover up this collar, and the collar, looks nice and beautiful as well. So this is it. I'll come on the damp part and I'll sew it. So by the time I sew it, this ruffle right here, you can see it covers the collar for me, and it comes this way while this one comes this way, so you will be unable to see what is going on right there. It's actually a very beautiful color. So that is how we come to the end of this tutorial. So the back is not an issue. Just join your back. If you want this to go to the back, just draw a line to the back, let it get to the back for you. If you want it to be get to the sleeve, it's all your choice. So thank you very much for coming back to this tutorial once again, and see you in the next class. Bye.